Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Alas, metric number AD190121, and today I want to talk about the heat conduction experiment. Conduction is the heat transfer process in which heat travels from particle to particle from the hotter end of an object to the colder without the actual displacement of the particles. Conduction of heat also takes place when two bodies of different temperatures are brought into contact. For example, when you're holding a cup of hot water, your hand will be hot as the heat from the surface of the cup transfers to your hand, same like when you put your hand near a fire pit. Next, I will explain about an experiment to show you that heat gets transferred through conduction. The apparatus for the experiment is Bunsen burner, candle, thermostat, and a retort stand. The first step of the experiment is we melt the wax of the candle and use it to stick a few equally separated thermostat on the retort stand. Next, we let them cool down and stick properly. And the last one, we light the Bunsen burner and place the flame at one end of the retort stand. We can see that the thermostat closest to the flames drop down and subsequently the other thermostat start falling down one by one. This is happening because as the heat of the flame travels along, it heats up the atom or particle of the metal which the retort stand are made of. This melts the wax, causing the thermostat to fall down. For the conclusion, as the thermostats fall, the heat transfer to the next particle of the metal and then to the next, finally reaching the last thermostat, where it melts the wax again, making it fall. So, we just observe how heat transfers take place through the process of conduction.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakimi and today I will present to you about heat transfer through radiation process. So heat transfer is a process that transfer, absorb and reflect heat through radiation which used with it occur between two or more bodies which there's no other medium between two of the body. So as you can see here, between the fire and the hand, there are no other medium such as wood or metal, but they still the heat still can radiate from the fire to the hand. For the thermal radiation, it is also defined as electromagnetic radiation, which with wavelength of 0.1 to 100 micron. For type of heat transfer, there are a few types of heat transfer and one of them is radiation. The other two is convection and conduction. For convection, it is almost similar to radiation, but it's more on contact of the particle. But for conduction, the heat actually touch the surface of the material and heat move from one end to the other end. There are a few other experiments that can be done to prove the radiation of the heat, and this is one of the experiments that I about to show you. For the equipment needed is two box, white and black color, then a thermometer and water. For first step, we put two box together and we paint it, one with black color and one with white color. Then we fill both of the box with water. For the third step, we put the thermometer and put both of the box under the sunlight. And after 15 minutes, we observe the temperature change. And what we can see as the result is the temperature of the black box rise quicker than the white box. We then change the position of the box under the shade area and observe what will happen next. The result is the thermometer for the black box decrease faster than the white box. the temperature reduce a lot faster than the white box. So at the end of the experiment, what we can conclude is we can observe how heat radiation from sunlight is being absorbed by the water and the black box and also the white box. We also can prove the heat that actually can be transferred by radiation process. And then for the last conclusion, we also able to notice that the black color does absorb and release heat more faster compared to white color due to its color properties.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ruzani Iskandar bin Muhammad Razali. I'm here to talk about heat transfer, which is main of the heat transfer is convection. Convection is the gas movement that transfer heat within fluid and air, which is gas. Heat is transferred by a current within the fluid or gas. Convection is just like a vent, or we can say through air and liquid particles. Direction move in a circular pattern, which you can see here. A pot, uh, which is water in the pot from boiling. You can see a cold molecule move downwards and warm molecule move upward, which is the circulating the particle in the pot, which is they start to boil. Okay. Next, for the experimental of the candle carousel, which is the equipment we need: a bamboo stick, color paper, protector, pencil, scale, scissor, and candle. First of all, which is for the step of the experiment, take a circular cardboard. Is a base for our carousel project. With a radius 4 cm, cut the color paper. You can use other type of paper you like. Now make a spinal mark using paper, follow this guide to cut with the scissor. At the end of the point, make a triangular fold from the paper. Take a bamboo, scissor, and a glue it in the middle of cardboard. The spinal paper which is made at the top of a bamboo stick. Finally, we can light up the candle. Our candle carousel start to rotate. As you can see here, the band light up just like the experiment. It start to rotating because of the heat here. From the bottom heat with a hotter and the upper atmosphere is cooler, which is the start to rotate the cupboard. And for the conclusion, you can see the candle supply the heat energy that heat in the air near the candle. As air near the candle start to heat, it start to rise and eventually to rotate the speed of candle carousel. Since the air near the candle rise up the vacant place is created. Now the cold air replaces this vacant place. From heat energy can transform into the kinetic energy. That's all for me. Thank you.